Hello everyone. So in this video we will discuss 2015 question paper, 14 mark question paper. Okay. The following are the balance sheet as on 31st March 2015 of Shiva and Kumar Limited. Okay, there are two companies. One is Shiva and the one is Kumar. So they have given liabilities Shiva Kumar, assets Shiva Kumar. Okay. Equity share capital of rupees 100 each. We have 2 lakh and 1 lakh 20,000. 6% debenture we have 40,000 nil, and reserve fund we have 68,000 nil. Dividend equalization fund we have 8,000 nil, and employee provident fund we have 6,000 and nil. Please keep it in mind. See, this employee provident fund is a liability. Okay, it's a liability. Debenture is a liability, and share capital is capital, and reserve and dividend, these are all what is a reserve and surplus. Okay? And that too, this dividend declaration is a statutory reserve. Next one, we have trade creditors, which is liability. P&L account, we have 4,000. So trade creditors 20 and 16,000 we have. Land and building we have 16 nil. Plant and machinery 2,20,000, 1 lakh. Stock 32,000, 16,000. Debtors 28,000, 18,000. Cash 6,000, 2,000. So totally we have 3,46,000 of Shiva and 1,36,000 of Kumar. Okay. The two companies agreed to amalgamate and form a new company. Look at here. Now there are two companies. Both the companies will be liquidated. Okay, both the companies agreed to amalgamate and form a new company. Now these two companies will be closed and new company will be called. Okay, new company will be called, that is Shiva Kumar Limited. Instead of Shiva and Kumar, now it will be called as Shiva Kumar Limited. Okay, which takes over the assets and liabilities of both the companies. Look at here. This Shiva Kumar Limited is a purchasing company, and these two are transferor or vendor company, and Shiva Kumar company is a transferee or purchasing company, which takes over the assets and liabilities of both the companies. That means this Shiva Kumar is taking over the assets and liabilities of both the companies. Okay. The authorized capital of Shiva Kumar Limited is 20 lakh. The authorized capital is total is how much? 20 lakh, consisting of 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Okay. Next, the assets of Shiva Limited. Look at here, they are giving only information related to Shiva. Okay. The assets of Shiva Limited are taken over at a reduced valuation of 10%. Please keep it in mind. Now, they have given adjustment here. What they have given, the assets of Shiva Limited, okay, are taken over at a reduced valuation of 10%. Please remember, there is a adjustment relating to assets. So when there is a market value is given in the question, it cannot be amalgamation in the nature of merger. It can be only amalgamation in the nature of purchase, because under a merger only the book value should be given. If they give any market value of asset, then it is, what is it, nature amalgamation in the nature of purchase or purchase method. Okay. So reduce valuation of 10%, and with the exception of land and building. See, they are taking over all assets at 10% reduced value, and the exception of land and building, which are accepted at the book value. Look at it, this land and building is accepted at the book value. Next, what they have given. So with the exhibition land building and the, okay, both the see, they have not given information related to Kumar Limited, so you should assume that all are taken over at book value. So they have not given information related to Kumar, you should assume that as per book value. And what they have given, both the companies are to receive 5% of their valuation, valuation of net valuation. Net, what do you mean net valuation? Assets minus liabilities. Assets taken over minus liabilities on that 5% net valuation of their respective business as goodwill. Now they are forming goodwill. Okay. The entire purchase consideration is to be paid by Shiva Kumar Limited in fully paid shares. Look at here, the entire full PC is discharged through equity shares in return. Okay, equity shares to both the companies. Okay, in return, the debenture of Shiva. Look at here, we have debenture now, and in return, the debenture of Shiva Shiva Limited, debentures of the same amount and denomination are to be issued by Shiva Kumar Limited. Whatever the debentures we have here, the same debentures have been issued in Shiva Kumar Limited also for Shiva Limited. Okay. And prepare what you have to prepare necessary ledger accounts in the books of Shiva. You have to prepare necessary ledger accounts only in the books of Shiva. Now Shiva is a vendor company, transferred company. That means you have to pass closing journal entries. And pass opening entries and prepare opening balance sheet in the books of Shiva Kumar. Now what you have to do, you have to pass opening entries in the Shiva Kumar Limited, that is purchasing company, and also you need to prepare balance sheet under uh, Shubhma Limited company. First one, now you have to identify, see for all 16 marks, you have to identify whether it is a net asset method or net payment method. Sorry, before net asset and net payment and lump sum method, first you need to identify the method of amalgamation. The method of amalgamation. Now, see, I've told you already. What do you mean by merger? There are 5 conditions, which is, please go through that video, which is there, the description. What do you mean by merger? Merger means all assets and liabilities should be taken over. They're taking over all assets and liabilities, and first condition is satisfied. Okay, fine. Second condition is, okay. What is it? All, what is it? Equity shares should be. I mean, the PC should be discharged only through issue of equity shares. They're discharging only through issue of equity shares. And third one is the business need to be carried on. The business need to be carried on. I think it will be carried on. But the fourth one is assets and liabilities should be recorded only at a book value, but here they have given market value of assets, so it cannot be a merger, because look at here, they've given what is the assets and liabilities of assets of Yuva Limited are taken over at a reduced valuation of 10%. That means they have given adjustment related to assets, so it cannot be a merger, it can be only purchase. So we have identified that it is amalgamation in the nature of purchase, one. And second one is calculation of PC. See, for calculation of PC, there are 3 methods: lump sum method, net asset method, net payment method. For lump sum method, they should give a purchase consideration in the question itself. They have not given. For net payment method, they should give the mode of payment. Look at here, they have given the mode of payment, but what they have given, they have not given number of shares or amount. Look at here, the entire purchase consideration is to be paid by Shivakumar Limited in fully paid equity shares. They have given it should be paid only fully paid equity shares, but they are not given the amount of equity shares to be issued, or the number of equity shares to be issued, or the amount of share capital to be issued. So the mode of payment information is not sufficient. So it cannot be net payment method. That it should be net asset method. So under net asset method, what is the formula? Assets taken over minus liabilities taken over. See, Shivakumar Limited, that is purchasing company, is taking over all assets of both the companies, correct? No? So, but land and building will be taken under Shiva Limited. Land and building, book value only they are taking over, but all other assets, that is 3 assets, cash cannot be reduced. So, this 2,20,000, 32,000, and 28,000, these will be taken over 10% less. So, look at here, Shiva 60. For both the companies, you need to calculate, because both the companies will be liquidated. Shiva's land and building 60, 2,20,000 minus 10%, 1,98,000, 32,000 minus 32,000 minus 10%, 28,800. 28,000 minus 10%, it will be 25,200. And cash as it is, you have to take 6,000. We have 6,000. You have to take. And for Kumar Limited, they are not given any information, so you have to take book value. Look at here: 1 lakh, 16,000, 18,000, and 2 lakh. So totally it will be 3 lakh 18,000 and 1 lakh 36,000. Total assets taken over is how much? 3 lakh 18,000 and 1 lakh 36,000. Now we have to take liabilities. Look at here. We have 6% is a debenture, so we need to take. And employee provident fund is a liability, you need to take. Trade creditors is a liability, you need to take. So 6% debenture, 40,000 nil. Employee provident 6,000 nil. And total creditors 20,000, 16,000. So if you total all these 3, then 66,000, 16,000. So what we have total liabilities? 66,000, 16,000 we have. If you minus out of total assets, then we will get 2,52,000, 1,20,000 is net valuation. That is nothing but, see, if they are not given this purchase goodwill, look at here, both the companies are to receive 5%. If they are not given, this one would have been called as purchase consideration. This one would have been called as purchase consideration. Since they have given this one, so we need to add 5% goodwill. Please remember, this is goodwill. Okay, please change it. This is goodwill. Okay. So this is goodwill. What they're given? 5%. 2,52,000 into 5 plus 5%. So you'll get 2,52,000 into 5%, 12,600. 1,20,000 into 5%, it will be 6,000. So if you add these two, it will be 2,64,600 and 1,26,000. So we are done with what? Calculation of PC. Next, step number 2 is discharge of PC. See, for Shiva Limited, they are issuing equity shares of rupees 100 each. So 2,64,600 divided by 100. If you do, you'll get 2640 equity shares of rupees 100 each. You get same amount because full amount is discharged through equity shares. Look at here, they've given. The entire purchase consideration is to be paid by Shivkumar Limited in fully paid equity shares. So you have to pay fully paid equity shares. And for Kumar Limited also, we have 1,26,000. They are fully issuing equity shares, 1,26,000. Now we are done with step number 1 and step number 2. Step number 3 is what? Step number 3 is they're asking us to see. They're not asking us to pass closing journal entries, but they're asking us to prepare ledger accounts. For ledger accounts, first you have to prepare only Kumar. See, they're not. There are two companies. Both the companies will be liquidated, but here they're asking us to prepare the ledger account only for Shiva Limited. So we'll prepare only for Shiva Limited. Okay. Now, realization account. First is always realization account, which you have to prepare. I've told you already. See, when it comes to merger, you have to take all assets except fictitious asset, and you have to take all liabilities except only share capital under merger. But here under purchase method, you have to take all assets except fictitious asset, and you have to take only liabilities. Should not take even reserves. But if statutory reserves are to be maintained, then you have to take under credit side of realization account. But here they have not given any statutory information. Here they have not given any statutory reserve information, so you have to take only liabilities. Under purchase method, you have to take only liabilities. Okay. Now 6% debenture is a liability, 40,000. You take employee provident fund 6,000 is a liability. You have to take trade creditor. Sorry, employee provident 6,000 is a liability, and creditor trade creditor 20,000 is a liability. You have to take. So done with all liabilities, whether taken over or not, you have to take. You have to write. And please keep it in mind, you have to write always book value. If you are taking assets and liabilities, first you have to write book value only, no adjustment. Okay. And business purchase account we have. See, total business purchase is paid is how much? 2,64,000. By whom? Shiva Kumar company account. Shiva Kumar company account. What is that amount? 2,64,000. See, since all assets or liabilities are taken over, so no need to realize, and we don't have any realization expenses. And here we don't have any preferential capital also. Okay, if there is any surplus or premium, we would have written in realization account. We don't have any such things. So what you have to do? You have to directly write by. Now, which side is more? You look at this side will be more. Asset side will be 3,46,000. Here it will be less. The difference is how much? 15,400. And that loss will be, see, if you are getting profit or loss, you have to transfer to equity shareholders. Okay. And the same will be transferred to equity shareholders account. Next, you have to prepare Shiv Kumar Company Limited. It's simple. See, here you have debited now Shiv Kumar Limited company account. How much we have? 2,64,000. And when you are preparing Shiv Kumar Limited account, this account is credited. Correct, no? That means when you are preparing Shiv Kumar company account, this realization account should be debited. So look at here, you are preparing Shiv Kumar Limited account. So realization account 2,64,000. Done. That's all. Now, how it will be paid? Discharge of PC. Always credit side, you have to write discharge PC by issue of equity shares. Okay, like by equity share capital in Shiv Kumar Limited, 2,64,000, and both the sides will be same. So done with ledger account, Shiv Kumar Limited account. The third one which you have to prepare is equity shares in Shiv Kumar Limited account. Look at here, equity shares in Shiv Kumar Limited account is here credited. Okay, that means this account Shiv Kumar Limited should be debited in this respective account. So to Shiv Kumar account 2,64,000, and it will be given to whom? By equity shareholders account 2,64,000. Okay, and the fourth one, you have to prepare equity shareholders account. Now, when you are preparing equity share capital account, first in the credit side, you have to bring down equity share capital. Look at here, what is the equity share capital we have? 2 lakh we have. So by equity share capital we have 2 lakh, and you have to look at any reserve or surplus. Look at here, we have reserve. How much we have? 60,000. You have to bring it down. And dividend equalization fund is also reserve 8,000. We have to bring it down. And suppose if you are having any fictitious asset in the asset side, then you have to bring the debit side of equity shareholders account. So here we don't have any fictitious asset. And next we have P&L account. P&L account is also a reserve. You need to write credit side of equity shareholders account. And you have to look at each and every accounts now. Look at here. In the first account, Do we have any equity shareholders account? Look at here. We have here. Okay. We have equity shareholder loss. This account is credited. That means this account should be debited in equity shareholders account. Look at here. We are debiting here equity shareholders account by realization account. Sorry, to realization account 15,600. And look at here. Next one. We look at the other part. Here we don't have any shareholders account. Look at here. Here we have equity shareholder. Sorry, yeah, equity shareholders account. It's credited. That means this account should be debited. So two equity shares limited 2,60,000. Now if you total your debit column and credit column both should be same. That means your answer is correct. So we will get, if you do till here, we'll get around 4 marks. Okay, for 12 marks. Okay. The next one is, we are done with ledger accounts of Shiva Limited. Now we need to pass incorporation entries. I've already told you the incorporation entries. This will be standard. Okay. And please keep in mind, this is, what is it? Purchase method. So first one is what? Business purchase account data. We don't know amount. Look at here, you are paying purchase consideration for two companies. 2,64,000 for Shiva and 1,26,000 for Kumar. So business purchase account data, we don't know. Two liquidator Shiva Kumar Limited, 2,64,000. Two liquidator Kumar Limited, 1,26,000. If you total these two, it will be 3,90,600. That will be the business purchase account. And the second one is assets taken over. So now you should be careful here. See, when you're taking, when you're passing incorporation entries, you should take market value here. Always you should take market value, not book value. Now, look at here, land and building, we have 60,000. So 60,000 nil, both companies you have to add, because both companies will be liquidated. 60,000 to nil, 60,000. And land and building, see, whatever you're doing PC, whatever you're done in PC, the same you have to take. Look at here, 1,28,000 plus 1,00,000, 2,98,000. 28 400 plus 16,000, 44,800. Okay, 25,200 plus 18, 6 plus 2, 8,000. Like that, if you total and if you take, look at your answers. When two companies are liquidated, you have to total. Okay, you have to total and you have to write. Look at here, 62,98, 44,800, 43,200, 8,000. And always you have to leave one line. After writing assets under incorporation entries, you have to leave one line space. Next, liabilities, 40,000 nil, 40,000. Employee provident, 6,000 nil, 6,000. Trade creditors, 20 plus 16, 36. Look at here, 36. And what is it? We are done. Next, business purchase account, which is created, which is debited here. The same will be credited here, business purchase account. And look at here, the credit column will be more compared to debit column. That means we're getting a difference of how much? 18,800. What is that 18,800? Goodwill account. See, when it comes to purchase method, if liabilities are more than the assets, it will be called as goodwill. If assets are more than the, suppose if assets are more than the liabilities, then it will be called as capital reserve under purchase method. But when it comes to merger, if assets are more than the liabilities, general reserve. Okay, profit. If liabilities are more than the assets, then it will be called as general reserve, that to capital loss. Already we have discussed the same question. The third one is what? You have to pass final entry. This whatever you have created here, both will be debited. Liquidator of Shiva company account, 2,64,000. Liquidator of Kumar company, 1,26,000. Two, it will be paid to whom? To equity share capital. Equity share capital. Discharge of PC. Okay. Done. The next one. See, I've told you, when you're calculating PC, should not take amount pay or payment done to debenture holders or payment done to creditors should not be taken for calculation of PC, because we have to show separate journal entry. Look at here, they have given. See, in return for debenture of Shiva Limited, debenture of the same amount and denomination are to be issued by Shiv Kumar Limited. So whenever you are discharging amount for debenture holders, you should not take for calculation of PC, but on that what you have to do, you have to prepare separate entry. You have to pass separate journal entry. That is 6% debenture account. That is Shiva. For debenture in Shiva, the same denomination will be discharged by Shiv Kumar. So 6% debenture in account Shiv Kumar limited account 40,000, 40,000 being debentures, being discharge of debentures. That's all. Okay, if you pass these entries, you'll get 4 marks. Next, we have balance sheet, which is very, very important. Now, they're asking us to prepare balance sheet of Shiv Kumar Limited. Okay. Now, please keep it in mind. So, when it comes to purchase method, I've told you, see, when it comes to merger, you can record all reserves. But when it comes to purchase method, you have to record only if statutory reserves are to be maintained. Otherwise, you should not record any reserve. So you should be careful here. I'll repeat again. Under merger method, okay, if you want, you can record what is it? And merger, you can, I mean, not if you want, compulsory you have to maintain reserves. When it comes to merger method, sorry, purchase method, no need to maintain, no need to record reserves. But if statutory reserves are to be maintained, then we have to record under the balance sheet. Now we have to prepare balance sheet of Shukman Limited as on 31st March 2015. First fund equity liabilities, we have shareholders fund under share capital, because here they have given authorized capital. So always if they give authorized capital, you have to show. So authorized capital 20 lakh they have given. And next one, issued and subscribed capital. Look at here, the total PC paid is how much? Look at here, equity share capital. How much is paid? 3,90,600. Here we don't have any premium, so you have to show book value only. I mean, no, we have to say nominal capital only. Issued and subscribed capital is 3,90,000. I told you reserve and surplus should not be shown. So you should not show reserve fund. You should not show dividend equalization fund. You should not show P&L account. But if under purchase method, if any statutory reserves are to be maintained in the adjustment, then we have to show here. They have not given any statutory reserve, so ignore. We'll go to current liabilities. Current liabilities under the debenture. So non-current, we have secured loan under the 6%. Look at it, 6% debenture, 40 plus nil, 40. And we don't have any other unsecured creditors. Next, we have liabilities, current liabilities. Employee provident fund, 6,000 nil, 6,000. Trade creditors, 20 plus 16, 36. Look at here, 36. So totally, if you add, it will be 4,72,000. Next, what they have given, we'll go to asset side. See, this is non-current asset, land and building is non-current asset, plant is non-current asset, and these three are current assets. So assets, non-current assets, fixed assets. And look at here, we have already calculated goodwill in the incorporation entries. This is very, very important. If you're getting any capital reserve, you have to record under reserve and surplus. If you're getting goodwill, you have to record under assets side. So what you have to do? Under non-current, first one is goodwill. How much we have? 18,600. Goodwill is 18,600. And next one, land and building. How much we have? 60,000. And plant and machinery, see, should not take this value. You have to take the adjusted value. Whatever we have done here, no? Look at here. This 2,98,000. Please correct this. This is 2,98,000. It's 9. Okay. It is 9. Please correct this one. Okay. 2,98,000. Next, we have stock 32 plus 16. Sorry, we have adjustment here. 32 means minus 10% they have given. So it will be around 28,800. Whatever you have done here, no. 28,800 plus 18,000, it will be 44,800. And debtors, look at here. What is the value we have? 43,200. And cash we have 8,000. The same we need to record. 44,800, 43,200. And please verify your answer, because here it should be 2,98,000. We'll check it once. 18,600, 60,000, 2,98,000, 44,800, 43,200, and 8,000. Yeah, please. So change this one to 2,98,000. IP mistake is there. Please correct that one. Okay, it should be 2,98,000. And so that means balance sheet. So balance sheet, both the assets and liabilities will be 4,72,000, 4,72,000. That means your answer is correct. I hope the concept is clear. Please practice. See, after watching this video, please like and subscribe this my channel. And also, please keep watching these videos. If you're having any doubt, let me know. I'll clarify your doubts.